following presentation of the Midwest Esports Conference. Here at the MEC, we partner with schools all over the Midwest to create premier gaming experiences. Welcome to the MEC. Enjoy the show.
Few seconds as this game, set, match, the shot, the denial, and goes we get overtime!
Yeah, you played Malzahar. So Honor went out.
Oh, well, yeah, I had to.
Look at Socket, laying in the Socket? Laying in the damage, going in revenge for their honey. No way!
We do love all the players, even the ones we shit talk. We love you all. We love you all.
Inside the fight, right in there, in deep. Rain Boss has arrived. They're taking up all the damage. You can flew your.
We're winning the whole thing this year. Mark my words. EVU, Ohio, Northwest, hey, every single one of you, get ready. Get locked in.
Why? Those don't go in. It goes off the sidebar.
So tiring and stressful, but no, I had so much fun. We met a lot of really great teams. And then we also won as a team together.
Welcome, everybody, to the Midwest Esports Conference. My name is Mechatronic. I'm here tonight with Mavs. We are back again for Valorant action, and if you had guessed based on data that we have had in the past that Cornell Esports was on stream tonight, you're right.
I wonder how many people were picking that out last week. Like, I wonder what we're going to see. Yeah, Cornell again. Yeah, nope. We're back again with Cornell. This honestly might as well just be the Cornell
Not that I don't
games
like watching Cornell.
sometimes.
Let's make this very clear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they play great. I mean, Lamp's always fun to see in the smoke with the shotguns.
We're starting off hot tonight. Tonight we have Cornell College against Illinois College. Very exciting match here. In the
I mean, we watched Illinois College last week against what was it, Grandview, or was that no? Oh boy, I gotta go back now. It was Grandview. Yep, Grandview in Illinois. Yep.
Okay.
They didn't end up winning. They did lose to Grandview. I think also Cornell actually coming off of a loss from last week or a week before as well. So both teams are coming up for a win here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see both these teams here, right? Illinois College actually had a very good kind of step towards winning against that Grandview team. I believe it was a 2-0 Grandview, but it felt like it was kind of a good match to see. Or was that our first three mapper?
I think
that was the first three mapper.
Ooh, wait, no. It was close to 3 maps. It was 2-0. I don't think we saw Abyss. We didn't see Abyss. We ended on Fracture again.
Okay. But we did see 3 maps last week.
Yeah.
At one point. All right. Yeah, but this Illinois College team was good. Even in like the 2-0, like they looked clean, they looked good throughout the entire way. If I remember correctly, they just kind of got gapped on the day from Doxic on the GVU side. But they had players who were doing really, really well. I believe Rune was the guy who was absolutely lined up the scoreboard.
Maybe. I'm trying to remember now. Oh, a lot happens in a week. I can't even.
A lot happens in a week.
Remember,
I think it was Rune, but I could be wrong.
I think that sounds right. Yeah.
All right. And then over on the Cornell side, we've watched so much Cornell College Valorant this season. So if you're not familiar with this team already, of Fett and Lamp, Sleepy G, what more do you need?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm excited to see how many more creative plays Lamb can pull out in his smoke. Sleepy G on the Tejo has been a staple throughout the entire start of the season.
Yeah, it's kind of been a Tejo one trick, but in like the best way possible.
Oh yeah.
We're jumping right into the agent select right now. Cornell College on the left, Illinois on the right.
Yeah, Sleepy G's already insta-locked the Teo before we could
Yep.
really comprehend what was happening on our screen. But look, we've got Fett hovering the chamber. I think we've seen him play it on the Fracture before, and it seemed to work pretty well for Cornell. Lamp,
give me the-
actually, he switched it up.
I'm interested. We'll come back to the Fett pick. Let's talk about the Illinois College side because they have picked the ISO in, right? Onto Ponyboy, who did well on the ISO last week. I believe it was on Bind.
That sounds about right. Yes, Bind. Yeah, he was fragging out, if I remember correctly.
I do. I believe that's
Cordal, Cordal was. Wait, was it Cordal? There was one player that we wasn't catching up with the rest of the players of the team, if I remember correctly. But I mean, he was able to really kind of pull his.
That
own
was
weight
on the Grandview side. That was on the Grandview side.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. I saw the ISO. Not the ISO. The KO.
The KO.
And the KO really, yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, KO on this map, I feel like is actually very interesting. I don't think we've seen it. We typically will see something like a breach, maybe even a fade at sometimes. But the Teo is really what we normally see, and with the combined with like a breach. So the KO is kind of throwing me for a loop, but I feel like it's gonna be really big to catch out Land 4 on the Cypher, because if you can deactivate all of that the Cypher util, all those trips, it's going to make your life so much easier for Illinois College.
Yeah, I absolutely agree here, Ray. I think that's kind of the way that they're going to want to play here is, well, let's start with the easy way of how Cornell College is going to play. They're going to put Lamp in a smoke with a shotgun, and they'll profit from that in the best way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We know
Always.
the game plan here.
Fets, he did lock in the jet.
Yeah, he did lock in the jet.
So-
I'm here for it. Right, Fett's
I'm
been
here
kind of
for
playing just like duelist in general this season. We've seen him on the Rays a lot. I think just Jet is the best duelist you can play on this map unless you're playing that ISO.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Fett.
Okay, Fett.
I can't use that.
I was
okay,
about to
Fett.
say we weren't familiar with their game, but we're actually very familiar
We're
with Cornell's
extreme.
game.
If there's someone's game who we are familiar with, it is Fett's.
But they're gonna have Spike down, and all 5 members of Cornell are just gonna be camping out around it. Illinois College only have Ponyboy and the Tejo up, and this was not a round one I was expecting.
No, we were familiar with their game, but not in this, not to this degree.
Yeah,
Not in this.
I was
context.
expecting. I was waiting for a little bit more smoke action, but maybe that'll come in like round 2, 3.
We can't buy a shotgun other than the shorty. We've already determined the shorty is bad, so
Have we? I don't know. I feel like the shorty. You
I've
play it
determined the
right.
shorty is bad.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I
We'll
still
put it
think
that
it's viable, but Illinois College are gonna wrap around that tripwire, and I feel like the rest of Cornell should be aware that they really can't go through it, so they're just gonna hold this tight angle,
30 seconds left.
wait for them to just kind of walk into the crosshair. They don't have much util to retake the spike, so this is gonna be a really tough take for the spike. But contact has been found, and Mortified Sleepy G gonna close things out.
Fett's just in the same spot he started the round in. He's just sitting over there by dish, waiting to making sure they come through.
Yeah,
Make
well, I
sure,
mean,
like,
look,
he in case they get by, he's ready for it.
in the event that somehow they walk through the 4 other players for Cornell.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, he's waiting. But I mean, there's the shotgun. There it is. I see it. It's
Oh God, we're so back. MEC
We're so
Valorant
back.
is so back.
it's so back.
It's like
Oh,
the same as
man.
picking Lee Sin in MEC League of Legends, right? Like there's a million Lee Sin players, and they're all very good, including top laner for GVU as we saw the other night.
In.
But picking shotgun is MEC, man.
Well, Illinois are gonna just be able to take tower for free, run into some of these cyber util as well as this Astra concuss, and the Ponyboy is just kind of out in the open for free. Yeah, he can't really do much or go anywhere, but the rest of the team does join him and get the spike down. Tail util, is he gonna get fully caught out by that? He does. Sleepy G's able to get a kill with that. Wow.
Yeah, Rune's got one back. It's not nothing right now, but it seems that Cornell College just want to play the 5-man retake, and they were content letting the spike go down. Sleepy G grabs one onto Cordal. There's one player left. 2 players left in heaven. Sorry.
One
Tower
enemy
position.
remaining.
And now just
Yeah,
one.
It's all up to Pony Boy. Only has like classic. He does hit the vulnerable, but the shotgun from Lamp, it's just too strong. It's just too strong.
Should ban shotguns in the MEC.
That or we just gotta nerf Lamp with a shotgun. Just in that specific
Specifically.
instance. Yeah.
If Lamp's mouse no longer really works, he like gets a lower DPI, so he has to move his mouse a lot more the second he buys a shotgun.
Or maybe increase it to a bit higher of a degree. So now every little small movement he makes is like
Ooh.
he has to really be controlling with it, you know?
I got an idea. Just remove the left click from the Bucky for Lamp. You can only do the long range right click.
I feel like somehow he would get even more kills doing that. I don't know how. I just feel like Lamp would get away with it.
All right, Fett's in here with this outlaw, waiting for anyone to push through, but already primed the dash. Nothing gonna come through yet. Tejo Utility went through, but nothing more. And Illinois College have not really moved from their spawn at all, right? You did see the Brimstone go across the ropes, but nothing insane. Going under B now to a degree. We'll see what they want to do with it, but they're kind of going to an area of the map that doesn't have many people at it.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look at the entrance to B site around like the main spawn area. That's got so much util blocking it. Like even if I was Illinois College and I didn't even know that it was there, I'm looking at the 2 players. I've got the Asher Star there, and there's a Cypher in the game that has been primarily setting up B. I wouldn't even want to go main. I mean, Arcade is pretty much open. They can't go straight into Tower. So I think they're just going to wait for a little bit longer of a period to kind of
Starting to
really
make noise.
explode out on the site. And the execute is coming through. The Travar isn't able to pick up onto Pony Boy. Lend isn't able to capitalize on it, but Sleepy G is. He does pick up the kill onto Pony Boy, but Lend were able to get the kill onto Cordal, just running up the tower.
Spike planted.
Bruce sitting in the smoke. This is really tough. We'll get spotted out.
Player standing.
Lamp behind with the pistol, and that Cornell College round. Quick, easy retake. Lend only had that one ghost sitting in tower. He spent all the rest of his money on utility, the cameras, the trips, the cipher cages, all the deal. But
I mean, sometimes that's all you need, you know? It only takes us, you know, a bullet or 2 to the head, depending on what shields you have purchased, if you have the full shield or if you have the half shields. And, I mean, they were able to capitalize on a lot of it. I don't know if they necessarily bought up too much that round. They definitely saved a lot of the rifles going into it. So they've got plenty of money to spare. And Fett kind of going to showcase that with the operator.
I mean, Fett with an operator, we see him do really well on it already. Sleepy G leading the scoreboard to start. He's I think one of, if not the only player from Cornell College we haven't seen to lead a scoreboard. He's I think by the end of the game, I think we've seen Mortified on this breach actually lead the scoreboard before. And it would not surprise me to any degree that we've seen Lamp, Lend 4, and Fett leading the scoreboard at one point. We've certainly had enough Cornell College games to confirm that.
Yeah, but Cordal gonna try to knife tower here. This is where the Cypher was playing from, but information not gonna grab anything, so the trips are gonna stay up. But Illinois College again have full control of Arcade and now Tower, so they're gonna try to clear sight as best as they can. They do have 1 trip, but they do find it. The spike is gonna go down.
Yeah, I mean, this is how Cornell College want to play this defending side. They are very okay to just let them take the site and play full 5-man retake. They think that they have the better aim and the better opportunity to do that. And so far this game has turned out true, right? Lend getting a kill, Lamp getting another one, and now it's 3 to 5 players, and you just start walking through, even with Lend on just a couple hit points.
And he's gonna go ahead, run through the smoke, tap the spike. He does get it to half.
I'm
Sleepy G's
sorry.
able to hold off Kenny through the smoke, and Lend is gonna get caught out by the. Okay.
Tejo ult to be used?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I don't.
Sure.
I mean, it might have just come in a little bit late. I think he just he mistimed how long he was on the spike for, and I think it just called them too little too late. I mean, Daddy Beam was able to pick up a kill with it, but I mean, when you're Cornell College and you're this saturated with the credits, it buying a rifle here and there is not going to stop you.
No, it's 4-0 right now. It doesn't look like Cornell College have any signs of stopping them to getting on site as they play full retake. All right, and you can see again, right? Cornell College, they're playing full retake again. The knife will go through. They will spot Lend. But he's the only player spotted. It's Sleepy G's got 2.
Yep, he got 2 through the. I want to say it was through the smoke, but I think he just walked through and lamp in the smoke, getting a kill. Seen it about 100 times already. We kind of expect it to happen, and Illinois College are gonna get completely shut out of all the sites possible. I don't think anybody was able to make it onto a site this round, even across the sites on both B and A.
Not just made it onto a site, but they barely took any damage doing it. Sleepy G on top of the leaderboard, 10 frags. Just 1 death. Fet and Mortified still both deathless on the Cornell College side. They've let the spike go down 3 times already, but they've been really, really good about retaking it every single time. They've given Ponyboy a hero vandal for the moment on the Illinois side, but it gets returned already for this full sheriff buy they're going for. Problem is, it looks like they're walking right into Fet, who's already gotten a kill in the same place he got a 3K in the opening round.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I was looking at the kill count off the bat here. Oh, Ponyboy just being aggressive there, able to get Fet caught off guard, but Mortified with a 3K there. And now it's all up to Rune. He picks up the operator. Interesting. I would say got a choice, but
okay,
just flicks onto the head of Mortified. He does have Lind here, just around the corner into the tail. Util gonna force him out into the open, and Sleepy G able to get his 11th frag of the game, I believe. And meanwhile, there's only a couple of players on Illinois College that actually have a kill.
Yeah, they will pick up the operator. They do not want to rebuy it. Will Fet take it? Yeah, okay, he's coming back to take it. There was a question in my head for a minute that maybe Fet was gonna just kind of maybe buy a rifle and they'd use the operator in a retake, but they are in fact doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even. It wouldn't really even matter. They've got the money. Fet's also about to max out next round, supposing that he lives through this. And I also believe, oh boy, who was that? Sleepy G is also about to max out on his credits as well. But the ISO Ultimate's not going to grab anybody, so that all this Cypher util is still up. But I believe they should know where Lind is going to be playing from, and the knife just going to barely miss him. So Cypher util is going to stay up completely, but they're already out on site once again. The spike is going to get planted.
Spike planted.
I mean, this has currently been the MO so far for Illinois College. They're able to get on the site. They're able to get the spike down. The problem is holding the spike, as we see Len 4 starting to move up a little bit. Lamp with 1 kill already onto Rune. Are they going to be prepared for the player just to the left of Ponyboy here? He won't be. He's got 1. He's got 2. The spray is wide, and Lamp is looking in the right place now. Lamp will take him out. This is the closest a retake has been so far. Orbital strike goes down.
This is a lot of utility being invested here to try to deny the plant. I feel like that Brimstone ult was a little too early, but Daddy Bean's going to jump straight into the smoke, and Lamp's able to get his as soon as he walks in, and that's going to hold him off. Do they have the time? It's just barely going to come in 2 seconds. Okay. Ooh.
You walked into Lamp's domain and you expected to live. That was your mistake.
Oh, man.
Lamp is one with the smokes.
He is one with the smokes. I feel like if you know, for those that watch anime out there, I feel like if his domain expansion would be anything, it would just be a giant smoke, like an Astra smoke, and he's just sitting in there running the ones with people.
I'm so here for it. I think this is great. I love how we've got a story involving a player that we have yet to interview, which I think is the best bit.
We've got to pick him up if
we got to get him in here.
Off the night. Yeah.
All right, Fet whiffed shot early, but still in the ballpark, ready to take anyone that runs through the Cypher cage, and they will take him down. Rune and Ponyboy each with their own, and now they've got to be concerned.
Oh, they don't know that Fet's back on sight.
One enemy
He's got 1 knife,
okay,
and he
Fet
does connect it. Oh,
I mean,
man, yeah. The
he missed one
reposition from
shot.
Fett there. That was such a smart reposition. They weren't really aware that anybody was dropped, but Fett knew that he needed to fall off to his position and hold another angle. And he had such a great timing onto Ponyboy that he wasn't even aware that Fett had made it back onto site. He still thought he was in main. So that's such great game knowledge and map knowledge coming out from Fett.
He missed that one shot. But the second he missed the one shot, he knew he wasn't missing anything else for the round.
Oh yeah, no, he refused to miss anything else. But 8 rounds in a row for Cornell College, and they are looking phenomenal tonight. And I'm kind of surprised that Illinois College haven't tried to execute A bit more. I feel like they definitely can. Just taking it out on this B side when that Cypher util is up, and now that Lind is across the map, the Cypher should stay up. All the util, the Tripwire is going to spot out one, but Ponyboy gonna walk into the smoke and counters Lamp in it. Maybe he can't perform well if it's not his smoke.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That was Illinois College's smoke, so we'll give him benefit of the doubt there.
All right, and yet again, this full retake kind of set up. This is how Cornell College wants to play these rounds. Len's only on 5 HP, which is going to be a little bit brutal, but Mortified will take Cordal out quickly. Just 3 players left in Sleepy G. This Tejo artillery is good to start. They find one, they find 2. Ponyboy's got a couple. Just to grab one more, but nothing. Sleepy G and Fett take it out.
Look, if I'm Illinois College there, I'm taking that round as a win still. Yeah, you did lose it in the end, but you took out 3 players while on an eco buy, and Ponyboy with what looked like it was a 3K, just hitting nice clean headshots. So there is still signs of life for Illinois College, but I think Cornell just have the read on them, and they're just able to completely shut them out all on these retakes, even on these AXQs. It's just they can't really find a way to wiggle themselves into a winning round.
Yeah, they're getting close. They're getting part of the way. They're just not getting over the finish line at the end of the day. Ponyboy at the top of the leaderboard for Illinois right now with just 6 frags. I believe 3 of them in that last round. So starting to maybe heat up a little bit. That's your kind of hope here if you are an Illinois College fan.
Oh, Lamp gonna take the first contact. Gets a
Lamp.
flick onto Portal.
Let's just play name labs.
He really is. But Rune able to get a return kill onto Sleepy G. Can they shut out Lamp? He does get the 3rd there. He's able to get out with about half HP, but Kenny is already pushed up all the way into tower, but he's not aware of Lamp here. And he's on for the ace. He's only 1 away. Does he get it? Oh, Daddy Bean's gonna shut it down. 1v3. That stun should more or less secure it.
Yeah, he can't do anything there, right? The second that it gets to 4K for Lamp is brutal. You weren't able to get any trades anywhere across the board. Lamp just single-handedly wrecked through the entire team. 10 rounds in a row now for Cornell College. Illinois looking to scrape at the bottom of the barrel for 1 or 2 here in this half. So it may not be a 13-0 sweep.
This is going to be close. I mean, it might not be a 13-0, but if it does, is that the first one of the season so far? I don't think we've seen anything close to something like this.
No, I don't think so.
And this is like almost the polar opposite from what we saw last week. Illinois College were able to keep things extremely. They were able to keep these games extremely close and extremely competitive. But all of a sudden, it just feels like they can't get anything going. But
even Len Forbes, like performing better in ISO than ISO.
Oh man, it's just all crumbling apart. And this is just looking like an 11th round win, I would say. You've got the spike down outside of A. Cordal's just sitting out of the zipline. Is gonna take it across, try to join up with.
They left the spike.
Last player standing.
Spike is so far away. And Cornell College don't know that they actually have control of this spike either.
Well, actually, I believe they do, because Fett was able to get the kill and had the operator on that angle.
Yes,
so
but
he might have.
The second you see Cordal now, you know that you have control of it. But I think because Cordal came from that area, they would have figured Cordal picked it up.
Last round in the half.
So I do have to say the one huge benefit of seeing Cornell College on stream a million times this season so far is we have a you know how in science, right, when you do an experiment, you have a control versus like whatever you're experimenting with. Cornell College, coincidentally, CRNL looks like control, kind of.
Yeah.
They're our control team right now, and we can judge and determine power of every other team as compared to Cornell College.
Well, Ruin is able to get the early kill onto Len 4, so the Cypher Util is going to be down, but Lamp is just going to hold things down for his team. Does end up falling to Daddy Bean, but already look at where Mortified is flanking from. He invests the Breach Ultimate, and gets the kill onto the Teo, and that is actually Spike.
Yeah, Ponyboy has to retake now. Like, you see the Teo drone, you know, they know you're there. Where else could you be? Both Cordal and Ponyboy are right there. Mortified grabs one, but now it's just a shooting field for the rest of Cornell College, and they will finish this half 12-0.
It's a
Switching sides.
perfect half.
Match point.
And the insane thing about this half was it felt perfect. Right, sometimes you get these like 12-0 halves that feel like, oh, there were a lot of close rounds in there, but it felt like Cornell College had the control the entire time. There was a couple rounds that came down to like a 2v2 or something, but it felt like Cornell felt very confident in playing on these full site retakes that they did, and they easily just kind of held their own.
Well, sides have been swapped. Economy has been fully reset. So if anything, if you're Illinois College, you got to try to not look at the scoreboard. You got to think, okay, this is 0-0. We're at the start of a brand new game. We're on the defense. Let's try to win this pistol and keep some momentum going into this half. If they can at least win out the pistol, but this is it's gonna be interesting to see if they can pull it together. It's just Cornell, like we've been talking about, it just looks so just in control of everything, dominating no matter what they do, where they went.
So the interesting thing right here is that the entirety of Illinois College was on the A site. They were worried about it being an A play, and they've all left. They've all just walked away, and the second rune dies. They have no vision now on the A site. You see Lamp is over on the B site, but there's nothing they can do. The entirety of Cornell College is on the A site now.
The biggest bait and switch I think I've ever seen.
I think they relied. There was a big reliance on Rune there to stay alive, to make sure that Cypher utility was still there. And the second it broke down, Cornell College had a free site.
Well, Daddy Bean gonna take some shots out onto Fett and Len 4, but they are able to pick up 2 more kills. The Spike is being tapped, but they are just floating back out to sight. But Fett is going to ultimately fall. Kenny going to push through the smoke, trying to find these players. He is able to get one. Len 4 is able to get Ponyboy off of this Spike, and that is going to be a perfect 13-0 for Cornell College.
That is the first 13-0 I have seen so far in the MEC. I have casted Valorant now for 3 seasons of Valorant, right? We did fall 22 into fall last year into this year. That's 3 full seasons of MEC. I have not seen a 13-0 yet.
That's wow. I mean, just Cornell just seemed to have such a great grasp on the game. I mean, look at how Lamb performed. 16 kills, 7 deaths. Now, that was the most on the side of Cornell, but he has 11 assists. He just played this game picture perfect. He's got 4 first bloods leading out on Fett, who typically, if you're playing on the Jet or some sort of entry duelist like that, you typically see them leading out in these first bloods, but Lamp just showing it how it's done.
I will say that the Jet first bloods come into effect a lot on the attacking side. They didn't get to play the attacking side.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Lamp got there was a lot of push onto where Lamp was every single round, right? Lamp was one of the players that was playing on that B site. There was a lot of push onto the B site every round, and it kind of didn't matter at the end of the day because he won every fight.
Yeah, no. We didn't get to see him in the smokes too much, but maybe we'll see a bit more. I mean, we saw a couple little glimpses here and there, but I think we're getting for a little bit more of an interesting map number 2, because that was actually, never mind. I thought that was Illinois map pick. That was actually I thought that was Cornell map pick. That was Illinois.
Yeah.
That's
And
this is gonna be
Cornell chose Abyss, and we've watched them play on Abyss.
yeah.
They're quite good on Abyss.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think
I'm a
one
little
of 'em-
scared
Yeah,
for Illinois college fans
This is-
out there.
look, they'll take a little bit of a break here. They're gonna be able to kind of gather their thoughts and think, hey, look, what really went wrong in that map number 1? What can we translate into map number 2? And maybe they can get their map win on Cornell's map pick and send us maybe to map 3. But they really need to take like a long, hard look in this during this kind of grace period between these maps and think what they can do.
And while Cornell College is taking their well-deserved break and Illinois College is figuring out what they're doing during the break, we're also going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Good evening, everyone. We are back after our quick little break, and I'm hoping that Illinois College is back after their quick little break as well, as that first map was in a little bit of a negative state for Illinois, we'll say. We are back here for map 2. I'm still Mechatronic. I'm still here with Mavs. We're going to Abyss on the next map after, well, let's just put it plainly, after Illinois College got routed by Cornell College on Fracture.
Yeah, 13-0, and we talked about it a little bit before. Hopefully Illinois College kind of really thought about what their game plan going into Abyss here for map number 2 is going to be, how they're going to be able to get around Cornell on this map, because this was their map pick. Now they're going to be starting out on defense, so maybe they'll get to have like a little bit of a chance to kind of gauge what the kind of play style Cornell are going to go for. We've seen Cornell on this map a lot so far this season. They play this map really, really well. So maybe them starting out on the defense is going to allow them to kind of gauge what's going to be expected when they go into that second half and when they're going to be going on to the attack and what they can do to really try to claw back after a really difficult map number 1.
Yeah, you said it during the pistol round of that second second pistol round, that Illinois College at that point just needed to treat it like it was 0-0, like brand new game. This actually is a brand new game.
It is.
You don't need to carry anything over from the last game, and so the hope here is that Illinois College can do that. They don't actually carry anything over, and they can start to get just a couple round wins and to start and kind of work their way up towards trying to win this game to keep it alive and go to a third map.
Yeah, I mean, the third map is Lotus, so we'll have to see if they can get to that point. I'm kind of excited to see what these players decide to pick out on this map. I mean, of course, we know Sleepy G gonna stay on that Tejo. I mean, I think Tejo on Abyss is just it's one of the most perfect map the agent executes on this map, because you can take out so much, take so much control of these back sites and these points. That forces out the defense holding these kind of more passive angles, force them out into a bit more of an aggressive one, and maybe you went out in that gunfight, because they're going to be really kind of disjunctioned, or not disjunction, what is the word I'm thinking of? A little disjointed, swinging out into these kind of like angles that they don't necessarily want to be in. So they're kind of forced out to do that. And that's exactly what I think Sleepy G is going to take advantage of.
Yeah, I think they probably will take advantage of that. We do see Lamp yet again on this Astra. It's been good across the entire board. The Cornell College team has basically the same. The only difference is Lend is playing the Spies, which we've seen them play on this map before. Illinois College is basically a completely new composition here. Cordell and Daddy Bean on the same picks they were before. A Phoenix and a Reyna, though, that reads to me like Illinois College want to play aggressively here.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You've got these flashes to play around. Not only do you have them, like the Phoenix and the Reyna with the flash, you've got the Omen with the near sight. You've got the flash is on the KO. The KO. The only one that you don't have anything on like that is the Tejo, and even then you've got that drone that causes so much disruption, as well as the utility. So they've got so much aggressive utility across the board that I feel like if Illinois College don't take space across the map or choose an area to fight in on the defense, I don't think they're playing to their team comp's strength.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they want to go in and just like keep going in.
Yeah.
And continuously go in.
They just want to take these gunfights, and I think funny enough, they're not playing aggressive actually on the pistol round. They're pretty spread out and pretty standard in a standard defensive array, but Len 4 is going to spot out Cordell right around the corner into sight, take him out, and that is already sight completely taken.
And it's a little bit brutal for Ponyboy to try and get in, especially when Fett walks around the corner and just takes one shot headshot. Rune played the Cypher for most of last week when we saw Illinois College play, and earlier today is a little bit more of an aggressive agent that he could be on here.
Well, it's going to separate a couple of these players here. Fett's going to get flashed as Len 4 is just going to swing through the wall, get the kill under Rune, but Kenny and Daddy Bean able to take out some members of their own. It's not an impossible round win here. Kenny going to take out Sleepy G, and now it's all tied up players, but it's never mind. Len 4 on for a 3K.
Not just on for the 3K. the second you leave Vise alone to start getting some frags, it feels a little difficult. Lend 4 is halfway to the ultimate already. And just a reminder for those of you, if you haven't really been keeping up with Valorant recently, that ultimate from Vise means you can't use primary weapons. So if Lend 4 can do a lot of work in this round and kind of use that in the third round to prevent the buy from Illinois College, that's a lot of value right there.
Lynn making a little smiley, a little face with his knife there. And actually, I hadn't seen that one before with that knife, so it's kind of interesting. But Knife is going to detect him. He is going to be suppressed as the KO drone. Not going to hit him either, but look at where the rest of Cornell College are all stacked up. They got 3 members middle, and that's exactly where Illinois is actually kind of watching. But Fett gonna be able to get the kill onto Ponyboy Rune, able to get the return kill. But Cornell is already once again establishing a bit of a dominance here in the second round.
So Len does not have that ultimate up. I will note that to start. He's 3 away. But that's one of the things you really need to care about with Vise is do you have that ultimate, right? It's a huge win if you can get that into the third round, where especially when you win the first 2 when the pistol and the conversion, you kind of are able to dissuade some of the advantage that the other team gets for losing the first 2 rounds. We'll still have enough weapons here to go for a lot of it, but won't be as good of a buy as Illinois College have here.
Ponyboy is pushing up really aggressive here in MB, but Lamp, it's just right around the corner. He's going to spot him out.
That's brutal.
Does get the kill. That's extremely unfortunate. That's a Vandal down. You know, Lamp is able to upgrade from that Bulldog to a bit of a better gun, and Linfor is able to get the spray down onto Kenny. Mortify gets the tap onto Daddy Bean.
And so quickly, right? The same thing we saw in the last map. Cornell College are up to this really good numbers game. Cordell didn't see.
Oh, the timing.
Oh, this is so brutal. That's so unfortunate.
Oh no. Well,
If you're Cordell, you're wondering where'd you go wrong.
yeah. Where you went wrong is Valorant timing.
Yeah.
Ruin is able to pick up the kill onto Fett. He's going to flash out of the smoke. He's going to grab a couple of players with it, but the rest of Cornell just stacked up in the smoke lamp, swinging out, gets the kill. That's going to be 3-0 at Cornell. And they did not lose really anything that round. Yeah, Fett ended up dying, but he's still able to buy in. That so much credits are available for Cornell that they could honestly afford it.
Yeah, they're okay with that, right? You got the 7K on land, just shy of 5K on Lamp, Sleepy G, Mortified just above, right? Fett's the only person with not a huge amount of money. And in addition, Fett's the only person who's died twice. So that kind of makes sense. But Lend 4 with 0 deaths so far in this game is a huge win for the economy of Cornell College, who look like they may win another round here, especially with Fett hitting shots like that onto Rune.
Yeah. Now, they did get a bit of damage dealt onto Lamp. He is about half HP, so he can't play super aggressive, but he does grab the ult orb. Ponyboy is going to hear it, so he's going to try to wait in that one out, but Sleepy G's able to get a kill onto Cordell. And already, that's an open A site in theory, and I think Lend is going to be able to walk out here for free combat for the rest of his team, but Kenny going to try to get the kill onto Sleepy as he crosses, but it's now all up to Daddy Bean, and this is going to be difficult with just a sheriff and a marshal.
Yeah, there's you look at the sheriff here, try and see, can you get 1 or 2 picks with it? Can you take away a rifle? But that fault line means there will not be anything to do but wait for Fett to line up his shot and take it.
Yeah, this is it's not looking great. It's very reminiscent of what map number 1 looked like for Illinois College. They're already down 4-0. They are able to buy in this round, so hopefully they can get something going here. I think if you can't get anything now, you're gonna have to go back onto an eco buy. You're gonna have to save, and this is gonna be this back and forth of this eco buy, full buy, eco buy, full buy, and typically that's not a great look for this for any really situation, because you want to be able to stack up on that economy.
Yeah, expect Vise to use the ultimate here, right? This is the first real buy round that it's had since it's been up, and if Cornell College want to force the issue, that's what they'll do to kind of force and be aggressive about this here. Rune's in a bad place though. That ultimate was not done it safely. Daddy Bean sitting up here in tower. We'll try and get them off the plant, but Mortified's safe. And there's so low right now in Illinois.
Coral's gonna try to get something on the flank, but there's so many members of Cornell here. Now, the ultimate did grab, I think, a couple of members. If I'm not, no, never mind. All members are gonna be able. Wow, that Visol didn't grab anybody.
It grabbed one player, but they died instantly.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. It is used to force them away, right? That's what it's. Your choice is fight with your pistol, or go away. And the rest of Illinois College chose to go away for a minute, and it was not the right choice. On the other hand, would staying have been the right choice? Also unsure.
I guess we'll never know.
Where's our time machine? We could go back and tell them not to stay in.
Well, here's what I was talking about last round. You just lost out on your full buy. Now Illinois College have to save some money and only buy a couple of sheriffs. They did pick up the Marshal onto one of the players. The Teo ultimate is going to divide the rest of the site up in half. That's already up here in heaven. Gets a kill onto Ponyboy. He's trying to find more through the smoke. Cordal's thinking the timing. Oh, but he gets the reload. Okay.
He just jumps up and around.
Well, Fat is low on HP now, so he's just about like one bullet, one little shot to the toe, and maybe he, you can get something here with Kenny on the Marshal and a classic, but I don't know. I think the rest of Cornell are already aware of him there. Takes one little shot after spotting out Sleepy G, and the flashbang is just gonna be so much for him. He can't see anything.
It's so bad right now. If you're Cornell College, it's a little bit brutal right now. And Cordal will kill Fett. Fett just jumps on the map. On the other hand, Cornell College is flush with cash. Fett is the one who bought into this round. Still has just shy of 5K. Every other player is, for all intents and purposes, on max money.
Well, I think the only saving grace for Illinois College is going to be some of these ultimates. You've got the Omen TP available. You've got the Reyna ultimate. So the reload and the reload buff and the fire rate, kind of it's like the stim effect that the ultimate gives you. It's gonna be really what they're gonna be looking for on the side of Illinois College. They are a couple of points away from, I believe, was the Phoenix ult, I think, and the KO ultimate as well. Now, are going to slow things down, Cornell. But as I say that, Cordal gets shot through the wall. He's able to get a kill through with the util. So, yeah, all right, Kenny.
Spike planted.
I mean, so far, what is Illinois College supposed to do? The other problem here is a problem that is you can't see, right? Which is not like an actual seeing thing. Although Rune could not see there for a moment.
Confirmed kill.
Daddy Bean's gonna try and get one. We'll talk about the mental bit in a moment here. Spike is ticking.
Now, Daddy Bean does have the ultimate available, so he can force some of these players off of this angle, but that's not gonna reach Sleepy G, I believe. He did have a bit of a safe spot there, but it doesn't matter. Lamp's gonna swing right outside of window, gets the kill, and yeah, you were saying something about the mental game.
Yeah, so the problem here is if you're Illinois College, right? You come into this game going, okay, I understand we got 13-0'd, but like, come on, it'll be better here. It's a brand new game. They don't have the same economy bringing it back in. And now if you're Illinois College, you lose a scoreboard and you go, oh no.
Yeah.
Well, they probably said that with some more expletives in there, but they say, oh no. And like, it feels like a rerun of last game.
Well, and I also think I think some nerves are actually getting under their skin, because we did see Rune flash through the astral wall. He actually flashed himself, and just, I think bit of Cornell College are just getting inside of these players' heads for Illinois College, and as they are just dominating all these players in mid. Get 3 early picks. That's just brutal.
I mean, right now it's just 2 players left in Illinois College, and you can see that Omen is already saving.
Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with this right now.
And they know where Rune is. They've just called it
Spike
out.
planted.
Lamp's gonna sit in the smoke. Prep for if Rune wants to walk through.
He's gonna try to take some space heaven
Last
here,
player
but
standing.
Kenny finally walking around across the map, trying to support Rune and his retaking adventures. He is able to get one, gets the second one. He does have the ultimate available. He's probably just gonna save that. Rune tries to get the spike to half, jumps out into the crosshairs of Landon. I'm surprised Rune was able to get more out of that retake than what he did. I did not expect him to be able to get both players there. I felt like it was just swamped with Cornell players on site that I'm kind of shocked that he was able to pick up that first kill onto Fett, and then afterwards finding the kill onto what I believe was Mortified.
I guess this is interesting. If you look at the Illinois College side, the kills are in order: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
We're struggling at this point, guys. Let's be very clear.
Pony Boy. Oh, he is gonna hear Lamp. Lamp's able to get the kill. And as Lamp
Len's just in the
turns to
right place.
Yeah, he's just right place, right time.
Right place, right time.
Wrong
Sight's
place, wrong
just
time
taken.
for Pony Boy.
Oh no. Is Rune looking for this? Nope.
It was looking a little sketchy. Lamp did miss the initial spray, so Rune could have placed one well-placed shot, and he could have tried to get a kill out of that, but Kenny's going to be the only one getting a kill so far. He does have the timing onto Fett, though, as the shot is going to go wide initially. Does get it, but Mortified just cleans things up. I feel like the only player for Cornell that's dying right now is Fett.
He is the only player dying. I think Len has died twice now this game. Sleepy G and Lamp each once.
Fett's on 6. He's outside of all of Illinois College's players, he is the second highest death count in the lobby. That is interesting to see. But 9-0 here. Cornell looking to extend their lead to 10-0. Try to complete the 13-0 like they got in map number 1, but Rune's able to get 2 early on. Boy finds one of his own. Trade kills do come through.
It's the first time Cornell has felt like they're at a deficit.
Yeah,
They're really at a deficit, right?
Yeah, it's
just
all up to
left.
Lamp right now. Yeah, they do have the spike down. He has to try to get these kills. He's able to get the first one on Rune. Can he find Kenny? Does get a couple shots off. Half HP. The smoke is going to disrupt so much, but not before Kenny swings just wide enough for Lamp to see him, and he does end up falling. The ultimate is popped, and
There's
being
a
able to
round.
hey, if I'm
There's
Illinois
life.
College, I am yelling and screaming right now that you finally got one. It's the first of many, is what I'd be telling my teammates.
They found one.
They found one, and they can find more. Surely. But, well, we'll have to see how they decide to swing things off of that one round win, because they are able to save some money. Daddy being going to be the only remaining player for Illinois. Now that I'm thinking about it, Lamp was able to get a lot there. That was a 1v4. I mean, I believe he made it a 1v2 and got an ultimate out of it. So honestly, not a horrible round loss for Cornell. And then more that I think about it, because there's so much invested.
I mean, like that's what your job is to do, right? Like, get what you can. Take a lot there. So
Yeah. Cornell are able to take full control of mid, and they are actually going to be able to get behind Daddy Bean. He's not paying attention. Your teammate just died in mid. You should be worried about this, and Fett is going to get the timing. And after what looked like a decent round for Illinois, is now on the flip side of things, the round after.
Yeah, there was one set, and Cornell College then determined, no, we need to take this seriously again. Well, we lost our 13-0. That's where it all falls apart. Back-to-back 13-0. The 26-0, if you will.
The 26-0. And Lamp has such a massive timing. Deja vu here. But Ponyboy is able to get the kill regardless. But Cornell gonna hold out the rest from sight.
Last round before the switch.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's the last round. There's no money. There's no money on Illinois side. They'll be able to get some stuff into this, but like Cordell's on a Spectre. Ponyboy's on a Sheriff. There's an Outlaw in the mix. And on the other side, Fett has finally been brought down to his monetary knees. Just 600 credits left in the bank after he bought the entire kitchen sink.
Did a full kitchen remodel with the amount of credits he spent.
Yep. He got a new Valorant game.
He did, and is able to pick up one with the knives. Astro Ball is going to get invest the tail ultimate to try to clear out the rest of sight. It's going to come through now. Illinois College do have the tail ultimate for a retake, so they can take a lot of space here, and it does get used to kind of clear out back sight. But ultimate not going to connect onto anybody in Lamp. Going to be able to get the lurk kill in mid onto Rune, and now this is just looking tough.
It was looking tough to start with, but now you got to fight Fett, who has looked quite good this entire game. Kenny's able to take him out early. Daddy Bean's got a rifle. He's got one.
Kenny. No. Okay, Daddy Bean's able to save his teammate there. Sends the concuss up, and oh no, the concuss bounced off the wall from window.
Just 5 HP for Kenny. And it won't matter. Cornell College take their 11th round. Just two more left they need to take the 26-1.
The concuss coming from Daddy Bean bounces off the window from tower all the way back to sight and actually hits his teammate.
That's insane.
Oh, it's brutal.
It's I don't know what you say here. Like it's kind of just brutal. Like,
it's extremely brutal. Now, they will be able to play at least one more round on the flip side of things on this after the side swap. So no 13-0. They are able to get outside of the pistol round. So it's always winnable if you can get these the snowball effect going on after this pistol. You win the pistol, you can most likely win the second round. You're already up now finally to 11-3. Try to win out in these aim duels on this attack side because you have a very aggressive team comp. You've got a bunch of flashes. You've got so many walls in. Len 4 is able to pick up the kill onto Rune after the wall separates him from the rest of his team.
Needs one or two more here, right? That's what you're really looking for if you're Cornell College. Let Len hold the site. They're coming in quick behind. And Lamp have 2, 3. Lamp's got another. And right now, Cornell College, game, match, map point, all of the points.
All of the points.
All of the points.
And I'm seeing a judge picked up by Lamp.
Well, that's Lamp's normal second round bye.
Well, we saw the Bucky last map.
Well, he's got more money this time.
Fair enough, and now he actually opts for the Spectre. So no shotgun invested. Fett does pick up the Outlaw, so there are a couple players that he can just kind of, one hit, one kill on this side of Illinois. He really only takes about 125 health to really kill anything. And Lend gonna get a big flash onto the rest of the players for Illinois College. Separates out Ponyboy from his team. And that Stinger making the spray down as that's going to take a couple of shots. Slippy G able to get the kill onto Kenny, and this is just looking even more brutal.
It's looking like there's no sight. Just Cordell left, and it's a flawless from Cornell College to finish out what is only a game with one blemish.
26-1 rounds. 26 rounds won, 1 round loss, and yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
That was tough to watch. That was tough to watch.
Yeah, that you never wish that. Oh, I'm just looking at the econ rating from Portal.
Mhm.
9.
Yeah. And then on the
That
other side, Lend 115.
really the duality of the game right now. I mean, you see such a dominating,
The juxtaposition of the
yeah,
teams.
yeah. Now, Rune was able to put himself ahead of more to fight, so it isn't a even split across like I believe we saw last map. So you take these small wins where you can if you're Illinois College. Now, this was just a really tough loss for them. I think they can definitely go back to the drawing board, learn a lot from this game. I think they'll be able to learn more from this loss than I think from any of their other wins that they've had so far. So really, I mean, just kind of take the time, really dive deep into what Cornell did this map against you, and see if you can implement it, and see if you can find solutions and implement it in the future games.
Yes, but there's some amount of like the best stuff you get data from is like your close losses, because you kind of see exactly where it is.
I'm trying to.
I know
find
you're
this-
trying to come up with some
yeah.
beneficial bits here, some good bits here for Illinois. Your good bit is, I guess it was only an hour. I'm like, it's struggle time, man. It's struggle time.
It is,
Illinois,
it is.
we'll see them later this season. And the hope is that they kind of take this loss as like a wake up call, right? That's and try and fix some of the stuff as Mav said. We're gonna take a quick break though. We will be back after with an interview with one of the players from the winning side of Cornell. Welcome back, everyone. I'm still Mecha. This is still Mavs, and tonight with us we have famed Vise player Lend 4. How you doing tonight,
Hi.
Lend?
Opinion Rep tonight. Fun game. We were like looking forward to this game. It's always fun to play like a team that we know. We played against them multiple times. It's like a familiar face.
Let's start with this. You guys have been on stream. This is the 4th time this season. Do you get
Yes.
tired of being on stream? And do you think that being on stream is affecting you guys in a negative way or a positive way because your games are a little bit more accessible for others to see?
Um, it doesn't mind us so much being on the stream. It makes it better for us because our family members get to see us play, and just like that's really nice. And we always have like a lot of stuff prepared, even if like some strats get shown, it doesn't matter. We have like more stuff like in the back, so we don't really mind it. We like it. It's always fun.
Yeah, I kind of want to dive into this because you guys almost did a full 26-0 map to map back to back 13-0. Now, when you're in that situation after flawlessing in that first map, going into that second map, when you guys are playing, do you kind of catch you guys getting ahead of yourselves, maybe playing a little bit more too loosely, or do you guys try to try to stay as more of a solidified unit, try to really secure it? Because I feel like if a lot of players get into that situation, they kind of start playing a bit more laid backs, making a little bit more mistakes. But I mean, tonight obviously you guys were playing really really great, so I'm just kind of curious to see maybe if that's something you guys have ever picked up on, and especially even in tonight, maybe you guys caught that and corrected it mid game.
Um, that does happen to us. It didn't happen to us this game. I was able to tell my teams like just lock in. We need to just keep the momentum going. Just keep going one round, round. It was like, okay, we're doing this. We falling back. Don't get too aggro. Don't overheat. Pretty much. So I was just like keeping like my team under control.
When you guys were playing tonight, was there a point in which you thought that were you trying at one point to get 26-0, or was it just in your head we just want to win the game? We don't really care what the score was, or like we noticed that you lost the one round and then it felt like you guys had a really dominant round after. Was that like an inflection point or anything?
I mean, we definitely wanted 13 node, the second map. If it doesn't happen, it just didn't happen. So whatever. We're just gonna keep our game going. You know. So like, you just keep playing like we lovely play.
Yeah, so I think I'm kind of looking at the stat line here. You actually led your team in that map number two, top fragging out of everyone in the lobby. So that match, you had a KD of 4.5. It was actually just below Sleepy G with a 4.7, but you managed to kind of out frag, well not out frag, but out first kill Fet here. You got five first bloods this map. Fet got four. When you're playing these sentinels, is that something you kind of necessarily think about? Because you were playing on the attack side for most of the game. You only played 2 rounds on defense, so typically that's where a lot of these sentinels players get these kind of first bloods because you have that team kind of running into you. What was kind of your play style going into this? Because I feel like there was a lot of lurking going on across the map, but I don't know that we necessarily saw so much from you, more so than we actually saw it from Lamp. So, kind of, what was your kind of play set for the map number 2 here on Lotus?
I just pretty much like keep a main control. Just keep it there. I don't give them the orb, or if they push it, I tell my team to just speed up another side. I'm just like more for info more than anything. I'm
Mhm.
not so much looking for kills. If I get kills, it's a plus. But I'm always just listening to the game, hearing what's going on, all the steps, all the utils being thrown. So I know what agents are like in which side. And it's like, I've noticed like 3 or 4 over they pushing it. I just tell everyone just go to the other side.
A true support player. A true support player. All
Yeah.
right, Len, thank you for talking to us tonight. You got anything you want to say to the people at home watching or any fans of Cornell College?
Stay tuned. We're gonna keep playing. Hopefully our games get streamed. It's always fun. And I think the spectators love watching us play because we always make a game interesting.
I will say we watched a lot of Cornell this
Mhm.
season. Every game has been interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we always like making it interesting. If it's not interesting, it might not be Cornell then.
All right. Thank you very much, Len. We're gonna let you go. Thanks for the interview tonight, and GG.
Thank you. GG.
All right, and that's it from Len tonight, and that's going to be it for us, both Mavs and myself. Before we go, we want to talk about one of our sponsors that has been with us all season long so far. You've seen the yellow icon kind of at the top of your screen every once in a while. It's for Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation, which emerged from the front yard lemonade stand of 4-year-old Alex Scott, who is fighting cancer and wanted to raise money to find cures for all children with cancer. By the time she passed away at 8, she had raised $1 million, and since then, the foundation bearing her name has evolved into a worldwide fundraising movement and the largest independent childhood cancer charity in the US. ALSF is a leader in funding pediatric research projects across the globe and providing programs to families affected by childhood cancer. For more information, you can go and visit alexslemonade.org, or if we have it handy, and I'm not sure if we do, there is a Tiltify link in the Twitch that may hopefully be in the Twitch chat that you can look at directly. If not, it'll be there tomorrow night as well. When you'll see both Mavs and I again with another MEC Valorant game in week 3. But until that point, that's it from us tonight. See you all.
Lemonade Stand was founded by my daughter Alex in our front yard when she was 4 years old. She decided she would have a lemonade stand, but instead of keeping the money, she would give it to her doctors so they could help kids like her. And she was able to reach her $1 million goal. She passed away 2 weeks later. She was 8 and a half.